So what are the most important considerations to think about when you are looking to buy a rental property? Well, the right answer, that's always the first answer to a question like this, is it absolutely depends on what you are trying to accomplish. And one of the major risks of a lot of the advice that's out in the world right now is it's kind of one size fits all. So the important thing is that you answer this question relative to what you are trying to accomplish, and to realize that what you are trying to accomplish now, this deal maybe fits into your whole life and your whole portfolio, is going to be different than how it fits into mine or how it fits into somebody else's. But there are three broad things I would like to recommend that you think about at all times when it comes to considerations for buying a rental property. The first thing is demand. You need to understand what exactly the demand for this potential property will be in the marketplace. And that's a function of a few different things. Location. And location, I like to think of location as two elements itself. Macro location and micro location. A macro location is like the town that you're in, or the part of town in general, the city that you're in. But a micro location is like on maybe the specific street, even within the neighborhood. Where are you positioned within the neighborhood? If you're looking at a beautiful rental home, potentially that happens to be in an excellent part of town, but it's right next to a mini-mart, that might not be a great micro location, even though it's a great macro location. What type of unit is it in relation to the other types of units available? If it's a 5-bedroom house, that's going to be a little bit more of an oddball in a market that's mostly 2-bedroom apartments, for instance. The second thing is you got to understand your target market. Who is it that is the right type of person to be renting this unit from you, or the right client, or whatever? If it's a 5-bedroom house, is it going to be a single guy, probably, and a dog renting the house? Probably not. It's probably going to be a family. It's probably going to be a large family. Well, large families probably want what? Yards. They probably don't want to be on busy streets. So is there a match between those types of things? Do you have a single bedroom or maybe a studio apartment? What is the type of target market that is going to be appropriate for you? Because the property is going to attract the kind of people who are a fit for it, right? So if it's a rundown property in a rundown part of town, it's going to attract people like that. If it is a 5-bedroom house, it's going to attract people that are a fit for that. So you got to understand your target market and what those people are looking for. And then the third thing is you got to think about monthly cash flow. When we go to buy properties, we tend to just by default be really worried about the purchase price, and of course that's obviously something we want to think about. But when it comes to a rental property, which presumably is going to be a longer term play for you, what's much more important than the purchase price is actually going to be the monthly cash flow. And you want to make sure that your payments are going to be appropriate for the pro forma of what the property is going to look like on a monthly basis. So it's much more important to focus on the financing side of getting the payment right than it is actually to focus on the price of the property. Clearly there's a relationship between the price of the property and the payment, depending on your down payment and all of that, but it's more important that the payment is right each month, because supporting itself on a monthly basis is your primary objective. So to recap, it's really about knowing your market geographically, knowing your target market, who is the best person or people or tenant base to use this type of product, and then understanding your monthly pro forma cash flow inside and out. If you like this video, if you like our school of thought here, the thoughtful real estate entrepreneur, sleaze-free real estate investing, go to www.thoughtfulre.com. We've got all sorts of posts and podcast episodes and articles and all sorts of stuff about this school of thought. Please like the video, and we'll see you soon.